Live to our reporter Maageketla Mohlabe. A very good morning to you once again. What is expected to happen a little bit later on this morning?
Good morning again, Ayanda. It seems it's going to be a long day again, but without any waste of time, I've got two guests here from the SRC, the current SRC President Shaira Kala, as well as the incoming SRC President Nompentulo Kacha. But let's start with Shaira. Shaira, just your reaction on this particular 6% cap, please.
So I think what we're very disappointed with is how this is a very superficial reaction to a very structural problem in our country. The funding of higher education in our country is a flawed system, and part of what we are demanding here is a 0% increase as a symbolic commitment to free higher education, to free education, and we're not willing to negotiate on that. I think we've waited too long. It's a wonder how students have not already risen up in unity for this call. And you'll see that the national protests around the country happening now and the national shutdowns are in alignment with this call. We are tired of treating symptoms and not the problem. And that really is what this protest is about. And we're not willing to settle on anything except a 0% increase as a symbolic commitment to higher education that is free.
Does this mean perhaps you're going to see more protests coming through from your side?
No, we want a commitment right now, before we end these protests, that the government and our universities are going to be committing to a time frame under which free higher education will actually be attainable, because we do know that it is possible. We do know that we've done our research around it, and there is definitely reason to do it. It's just that it lacks political will, and that's what this pressure is about as well. In as much as we're pressurizing Wits University, it's part of the bigger national plan.
All right, Nompentulo, you all occupied the Senate House last night until this morning. How was the reaction from the management of this institution?
Right, so as leaders of this country, our intention is never to derail the academic mandate that we have as the youth and as the future of South Africa. So our plan was to re-strategize and ensure that we now find a way to then continue with our academic activities as students, right? So what we're going to do is an occupy concourse and study and, just be in solidarity together as students. The reaction, we had requested, we were going to go fetch tables and chairs from our touch rooms and classes, like we always have access to them, and every single door, every single classroom, every single touch room was locked, so we had no access to chairs. We made a demand to the university, a request to the university to have those accessible to us, and they said no, it's a security threat. However, there's no one who's threatening us here, so all we wanted to do was study. We asked for buses for students to go and fetch their sleeping bags, their pillows and their blankets and come back to the university. The buses have been moved to a depot far away from the university. Right now what we're seeing is that the internet servers are being shut down. Apparently Sakai, which is a online portal for students, is shut down. So they're making it very hard for us to function on our will, and we're saying that it's incorrect because we paid for the fees for this year. We paid for the fees for this year, and we're saying allow us to have access to an education that we paid for. All right. I mean, there are many services in the institution that are not functioning in order to frustrate us. But students are resolute; they will not be frustrated. This protest will continue up until we reach the demand or the request that we want as students, which is 0% fee increment.
Will this protest be part of the National Day of Solidarity with the students here today, or is it going to be something different from that?
Right, so we have our own internal plan for Wits University, where from 4 o'clock we'll continue with the sit-in. We'll start with the studying. Various lecturers and progressives and alumni are willing to come and assist us. But Shaira Kala will tell you what we're doing nationally.
All right, thank you so much indeed. We highly appreciate it. There you are, Yanda. They will continue with the protest. Of course, they're going to be part of this National Day of Solidarity throughout the day. So it remains to be seen how the day wraps up.
Maageketla, let's leave it there at least for now. We'll continue crossing live to him throughout the course of the day just to keep abreast with the situation there.